Hey everybody, it's John Levy, and welcome to Falcons, the Men of Northeast Catholic. And I have today Lenny Kelz. What's going on, Lenny? How are you?
I'm good, John. How are you?
Lenny, I lost you in your video again.
I know it. Hold on.
There we go. You're in.
Yeah. Go on.
What neighborhood were you from, Lenny?
I'm from Port Richmond.
What parish did you go to?
I went to St. Anne's.
I lost you again. I'm looking at your ceiling. There you go.
Okay.
It's supposed to be funny, but
I
not
went
that.
to St. Anne's.
Oh, you're a St. Anne's guy.
Yep.
And what year did you graduate North Catholic?
Class of 1972.
The year before I was born. How about that? So let me see. I have the questions here for you. So main question that I always start off with is, Lenny, out of all the schools in the city of Philadelphia, public and Catholic, why did you choose North Catholic?
My mother would not allow me to go to a public school, and the only one that was available was North Catholic.
Because it was the best anyway, right?
Yeah.
Even if there was other schools around, that was the best opportunity.
That's right. That's right.
So it wasn't. So I mean, there was Judge, and was Roman around yet back then? I don't even 72.
No, actually, I lived in Julietta. The closest high school would have been Frankfurt. I would have been a pioneer. No way.
No way.
No way.
I agree. I agree. So, Lenny, in North, there's many sports and clubs you can do at North Catholic. What did you do at North?
Well, at that time when I came to North, I was only 6 foot tall.
Wow.
So I couldn't.
Is that with sneakers on?
Sports. Yeah, I was short. So I wanted to be a part of teams, so I became equipment manager.
Okay.
For baseball, football, and basketball, I wanted to be a part of the team, so I did it by that way.
Okay. So you didn't actually play or anything?
Not until my senior year. I grew 5 inches.
So you grew 5 inches, and they said, now that you can touch the rim, you can play.
So I went out for North my senior year, and I got cut. And the player that was replaced was Jim Walkowitz. Rest in peace. He went by a nickname as Bozo and became a great player and college player at LaSalle.
Oh, wow. So I'm sure we can agree on this question. There's many great teachers. Matter of fact, all the teachers at North Catholic were probably great, but each alumni person has their particular favorite. Which teacher stands out in the mind of Lenny Kelz as your favorite teacher?
Mr. Simon Dinger, my algebra teacher.
And what stands out most about him?
He was a great football coach at North Catholic when they won all those city titles.
Okay, so and when people weren't paying attention, he'd like throw erasers at you or anything, right?
No, he would punch you in the ear with his fist.
Well, that works too. You know what I mean? If you,
and he was a boxer, John.
Oh,
he was a boxer also. He boxed.
Oh wow! So I interviewed. Who was it I interviewed? One of the guys. Oh, Rich Kelly, right? Rich Kelly told me that there's a couple of teachers, if there was a dispute between students, they would put the boxing gloves on and tell them to go down to the gym and duke it out. Did that happen with you guys?
I didn't hear about that one, but Mr. Simon Dinger, if you were talking to the guy next to you, you wouldn't hear him come. He would sneak up behind you and he would hit you in the ear.
That's great. So let me ask you this question.
Sure.
When you graduated North, what profession did you take? What were you doing after North?
I joined the military. I joined the U.S. Navy.
Now, do you feel that North Catholic prepared you well to be a veteran?
Discipline, maturity, and accomplishments. Yes.
You know, everybody I interviewed so far all said the same thing, the same 3 traits. I guess that's that's what made us such great guys at North Catholic,
Exactly.
Now, how about this? Your fondest memories at North Catholic? Was it all 4 years? Was it 1 year? What was your fondest memory of North Catholic?
The best 4 years of my life, John, bar none.
Bar none. So any years stand out in particular, or?
Not really. I enjoyed them all because I was involved with all the sports, the coaches, the players, went to football camp, Allentown College with the team. I just enjoyed it completely. Going in the pit, watch the games, go to the games on Sunday, football, the whole thing, the whole works.
Now, we all know the pit was pretty loud, especially during my era. We had some amazing wrestling teams. Basketball teams were okay. So your era, I mean, how loud did the pit get? I mean, was it deafening?
Very deafening. In fact, one game I remember, we were playing Father Judge, and it was coming to the closing seconds of the game, and Barry Brodzinski took a shot from the corner, and you could hear screaming, yelling. The feet were stomping on the stands. It was the best sound I ever heard in my life.
Some say that the pit was probably North Catholic's gym was probably one of the most intimidating gyms in all the Catholic League, kind of like
Yes.
Veteran Stadium back in the day.
Yep, teams hated to play at North. They couldn't throw a long pass because of our overhead. And like you said, the stands were so close to the court. You could the kids would be yelling at the players like Judge or Doherty, and then all you're hearing is a noise,
Yeah. So one of the questions I want to leave off with you is, if somebody was to came up to you and said, "Hey, Len, all these years, what was it like to be a North Catholic Falcon?" How would you best explain that to somebody?
Well, to be honest with you, John, history itself speaks for itself. The year North Catholic was 1926 to 2010, and how all those years, how alumni brothers have always been in touch, love each other, follow each other, rest in peace, and North End reunions, and just the camaraderie of what we are as Brother Falcons.
That's you can't explain. You can't put that out any better. Lenny, let me ask you a question. Jug, Justice Under God. How many times did Lenny Kelz sit in the infamous auditorium or wherever it was back in 72? How many times were you a frequent flyer of Jug? And who was the person that handled that?
None, but it was Father Quayle.
Father Quayle. Now, will Father Quayle punch you in the head too if you did something?
No. Father Quayle was intimidating. He was really big, and he was like put a fear in you.
Was Ernie Koshnick around in 72?
To be honest with you, I don't know much about Ernie K. Only what I hear from other alumni brothers, but I'm sure he was a wonderful teacher and also great among the guys at North Catholic.
I'm trying to find the year that Ernie Koshnick had finally got into North Catholic. So far, I've got a couple of interviews. No Ernie K yet, but I'm hoping to get Ernie on my interview here. So Lenny, other question, maybe you can help us out. You could talk about it. I've heard you've your love for North Catholic. You actually done some things on your own time. I believe it was for the basketball team, right?
Yeah, it was the 50th anniversary of the 1967 team that won the city title. I went out and I was able to purchase some coins that had North Catholic Falcons on the front and on the back, the pit. And I presented that to each member of the team, and they gathered at the Konstatter. And in fact, Hank Timitowski, he came in from Sweden, and unfortunately, Mark Williams had passed away, but a coin was given to the family. And Meehan, he was also given a coin. The family was present, and Jack Friel, the coach of the team of '67.
Yeah, that's amazing. See that, and this is like you said, what it's about. Like people don't understand what another alumnus would do and how far a person would go just to pay tribute to the school he loved and to a basketball team that you admired. I mean that speaks volumes in itself.
Yeah, thank you.
Um,
And John, I want to add one more thing. I was very close to Ron Kurtz, and when Ron passed away, it hurt me really, really bad because when Ron was sick, we would talk sometimes, and he was going through chemo, and he wouldn't have no hair, but he would wear his Philly hat.
so for all the guys that graduated in your year, do you still keep in touch with a lot of the guys, or?
Yeah, I do. Jimmy Miller, Mike Borski. I do. I keep in touch with some of Jimmy Quarterman, and a few others. Oh, definitely, I do keep in touch.
How hard was it this year not to have a Norphans reunion?
Rough, but I can understand how the Northland Reunion Committee felt about it. It wouldn't have been safe. 2,000 alumni.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? But the guys were saying, hey, we don't care, man. We'll come anyway. Hey, we ain't afraid. We ain't afraid.
So you're one of the longest traveling alumni that has been attending the the Northland Summer Reunion. Prior to where you're at right now, which we'll keep a secret, where were you coming from, Len, when you were coming to the reunion?
Long Beach, California.
Long Beach, California. Now that's commitment, man. That's commitment and that's love. So
Thank you.
now you, since you traveled all the way across the United States, from what I'm understanding right now, you'll be coming from another country, hopefully, to the Northlands reunion.
Yes, I will.
Where are you coming from?
Ensenada, Mexico.
Ensenada, Mexico. You didn't skip town out there to be Jug, did you? You don't have a Jug date to hold on, do you?
No, I don't. No.
Well, Lenny, I really hope to see you this year at the 2021 Northlands reunion. It's always been an honor and a pleasure to hang out with you at the Blue Marlin that used to be ran by the Paluzos, and that was always a great time there.
Yes.
You and I, we've never met each other before prior to all this, and you and I became really good friends.
Yes, we have.
And I look forward to seeing you next year, well, this year, I should say, and many years to come.
Thank you, John. It was a pleasure to have this interview with you. And I love all my brother Falcons. Stay safe, stay well, and hopefully, God willing, we see each other in July.
I agree, Lenny. You take care, and you stay safe, too, out there.
Thank you, John.
Hey, one quick question.
Care, buddy.
One quick question. I forgot to ask you. Your year at North Catholic, senior year, did North Catholic beat Frankfurt?
Yes.
My man. And do you have any words to say to any of the judge people?
Woo! Well, the only thing I could say is I thank Judge for what they did. They made a memorial for North Catholic. That means a lot, and I'm sure it will always be there forevermore. And I also want to make this note for the guys who go to Seaport Village and see John Small, who was a graduate of Judge, and he loves to have North Catholic alumni come and visit his place, his establishment.
And what establishment's that, Len?
Seaport Village in Wildwood.
Oh, okay, Wildwood. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that that's the pier there?
Yeah, that's Crusaders. 2 Crusaders bought it and 1 North Catholic alumni.
Awesome. Well, Lenny, I hope to see you there. Stay safe, stay blessed, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, John. You
Take
have
care.
a safe day also.